Alright, welcome. Organics and artificial alike. Chunkers. Yeah. Captain Chunkers. What are you doing? What are you doing? Here. Over here. Where you belong. Get over there. Yeah, sorry, he can't help, exploring, apparently. Right. I try to only put stuff online when I can't find something that I'm looking for. So, if someone else would make a comic book about the lurid sexual escapades of a park ranger and a Sasquatch, well, then I won't have to make it. Cold as a witch's tit. Just a seemingly nonsensical colloquialism. You've likely heard it. Especially seems to be popular throughout the American Midwest. There's a strange variant of less often used variant, hot as a witch's tit. That'll come in later. Because I accidentally, I think, stumbled on the solution to this. The solution, but the origin. The first thing you'll find if you look up the etymology, the origin of the saying, is a lot of nonsense articles about witch trials, Inquisition style questioning of torturing of supposed witches, and they talk about witch marks. But the analysis, the linguistic analysis of this saying, is much, much younger than the witch trials. Longest I've heard reference to is roughly 200 years, but may not be that, because the big thing that has come up, I'd say within the last 10 years, because I've been searching for this. Once I heard what I thought was the origin, I've done other things in the last 10 years. I've been only looking for this, but every so often I go looking for this to try, because there's some place where it should be defined, and I can't find it. And then even Snopes, which is odd. Snopes doesn't seem to have it right and doesn't seem to be able to dig into it. So the earliest that seems to be the agreed upon origin of this is a 1932 mystery novel by Van Wyck Mason, called Spider House. And in it, he uses a bunch of colorful metaphors, and one of them is, it was cold as a witch's tit. And so some people think, did he just invent this? Was this just some nonsensical thing that he thought up, and so somehow that carried on? Where did he get it from? Dating a woman. So, yeah, they've dated a couple times. But she was mentioning an ex of hers was working construction, and she just offhandedly said, well, he was working on a witch's tit. Excuse me? What is a witch's tit? And she's, well, it's one of those conical things. Sure, I got this in frame. It's this. The conical tower on certain kinds of houses. I guess Victorians a lot, but I hear it referenced with Queen Anne's, but I'm not an architecture guy. Just saying, this conical structure, specifically this, is a witch's tit. And suddenly it hit me. Wait a minute, right, look at it. I bet there's not a lot of insulation up there. You can't really use it as living space, but I'll bet it's good as like a pantry or some storage. And I'll bet in the winter, I'll bet it's cold. And in the summer, all the hot air rising up there, you play hide and seek, you stuff yourself. Jesus, hot as a witch's tit. It's an architectural / construction term, I think. If that's not it, then I don't know where the fuck it comes from. That makes it make sense. Cold as a witch's tit. It's like a goddamn pantry. No insulation. No insulation. And so naturally, Professor West here, well, she lives at the top of Pyramid Hill in Crater Bay. And it's hard to miss it. It's the only house in Crater Bay with 2 witches' tits. That's it for today. Or, well, today. That's it for this video, I guess. Oh yeah. We all wish everyone well, of course. And I like this idea of welcoming the artificials in the crowd. Because I suspect that they have been watching for quite a while. And I don't hear a lot of people mentioning him, talking to him, being nice to him. Just say, hey, welcome aboard. Welcome to the party.